since I first picked up a controller, I noticed that most games put some dude front and center in the leading role.
Well, duh.
But it doesn't mean that games with female protagonists aren't just as awesome. In fact, some of the best gaming experiences out there have badass women leading the way. So, in this video, I'm gonna dive into 15 standout titles, ones that even outshine games with male leads. I have full reviews for many of these games, and put links in the description if you want a deeper dive. We have to start with one of the most iconic, and for many, the first female heroes in all of gaming, with Metroid. Introduced on the NES in 1986, this groundbreaking franchise combines atmospheric exploration, non-linear gameplay, and intense action. Starring the iconic bounty hunter Samus Aran, Metroid games are known for their deep, interconnected worlds, where you uncover secrets, gain new abilities, and face off against formidable enemies, including the parasitic Metroids and the fearsome space pirates. The gameplay was so revolutionary that it literally birthed a new genre, the Metroidvania, blending the non-linear gameplay style from both Metroid and Castlevania, focusing on exploration with new power-ups that let you advance to previously inaccessible areas. Influencing countless other games, this genre has seen somewhat of a renaissance in the last few years, with games like Ori and the Blind Forest, Hollow Knight, and the recent Animal Well. For many in the 80s, and this goes for me as well, this was our first introduction to a strong female lead, and it blew everyone's fucking minds when Samus was finally revealed to be a woman in the end when she took off her helmet. And for whatever reason, the rest of her outfit too, making it clear you've been playing as a woman all along. The series has continued to evolve with key titles like Super Metroid, Metroid Prime, and the more recent Metroid Dread, expanding on the formula, offering rich narratives, new gameplay styles, and a unique blend of solitude and discovery. With each installment, Metroid challenges you to venture into the unknown, rewarding curiosity, skill, and tenacity, while solidifying its place as one of gaming's most beloved and enduring series.
You want to touch me?
Next up is Bayonetta. This high-octane action franchise follows the story of the titular Bayonetta, an enigmatic and powerful witch with a flair for the dramatic. Developed by Platinum Games and debuting in 2009, the series is renowned for its stylish combat, fluid gameplay, and over-the-top set pieces. Often compared to other great character action games like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta sets itself apart with its over-the-top spectacle and, of course, Bayonetta herself. Her style is as bold as her combat. She performs acrobatic feats with effortless grace, transforming her hair into monstrous demons to finish off enemies in over-the-top climax attacks. The aesthetic draws from a blend of camp, high fashion, and gothic art, with Bayonetta exuding confidence and a playful defiance. Combat is a masterclass in fast-paced, stylish action, defined by its fluid mechanics, intricate combos, and insane spectacle. At its core, the game combines classic hack and slash with mechanics like Witch Time, which rewards precise dodging by slowing down time, allowing Bayonetta to unleash a barrage of devastating attacks on her foes. Beyond the action, Bayonetta is known for its campy humor, complex lore, and striking visual design, making every moment a freaking blast. Strangely enough, this series is now exclusive to Nintendo. Who'd have thought? With the recent release of Bayonetta 3 on the Switch. While held back somewhat by the hardware, the series continues to push character action games forward. Next on the list is Tomb Raider. Originally launched in 1996, Tomb Raider has become one of gaming's most enduring franchises, as we follow the adventures of the fearless archaeologist and treasure hunter Lara Croft, spelunking in ancient tombs and forgotten cities, fighting dangerous enemies, and avoiding environmental hazards. Tomb Raider was absolutely everywhere in the mid-90s, known for Lara's blocky curves that just don't quit, but also for the immersive gameplay. In many ways, Tomb Raider's cinematic action, platforming, and combat-fueled adventures inspired the wildly popular Uncharted series, with Nathan Drake becoming the lighthearted counterpart for Lara's often more serious tone. And that inspiration came full circle when Tomb Raider was rebooted. This modern trilogy includes Tomb Raider in 2013, Rise of the Tomb Raider in 2015, which happens to be my favorite, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider in 2018. These games follow Laura's journey from a young, inexperienced archaeologist to a seasoned explorer determined to uncover the world's darkest secrets, emphasizing Laura's evolution with a focus on her emotional growth and resilience as she confronts both the external threats and her inner demons. With a rich story, breathtaking visuals, and a deeper, more personal look at Laura, the rebooted Tomb Raider series has revitalized a beloved franchise for a new generation. Moving on to Nier Automata, another incredible outing with a female lead from Platinum Games in collaboration with Square Enix. Released in 2017, this is a critically acclaimed action RPG that blends fast-paced combat, rich storytelling, and existential themes. Set in a post-apocalyptic world where humanity has retreated to the moon after an invasion of alien machines, the game follows the journey of 2B, 9S, and A2, three androids created to reclaim Earth for humankind. At its core, Nier Automata is a profound exploration of what it means to be human, grappling with questions of purpose, consciousness, and the nature of existence itself. The gameplay seamlessly transitions between different genres, from hack-and-slash action to side-scrolling shooter, keeping you constantly engaged. This multi-layered narrative is filled with twists and turns, encouraging multiple playthroughs to uncover the full story. With its hauntingly beautiful soundtrack, thought-provoking themes, and innovative storytelling, Nier Automata stands out as a unique experience that challenges the conventions of traditional game narratives, leaving a lasting impact on all who play it. Okay, let's talk about zombies, cheerleaders, and sparkles. Yep, with Lollipop Chainsaw. Originally released in 2012, this vibrant, over-the-top action game blends hack-and-slash combat with campy humor and a love for all things horror. Directed by Goichi Suda, also known as Suda51, and featuring writing by filmmaker James Gunn. Yeah, that James Gunn. Lollipop Chainsaw is like a B-movie acid trip in the best possible way, with a blend of cheeky humor, flashy combat, and a wild, unpredictable story. We follow Juliet Starling, a cheerleader with a chainsaw and a secret lineage of zombie hunters, who must battle through hordes of undead to save her high school and rescue her friends. With her boyfriend Nick's severed but still chatty head attached to her belt, Juliet hacks, slashes, and dances her way through bizarre, colorful levels, filled with a mix of gore, comedy, and pop culture references. The quirky style, catchy soundtrack, and unapologetic attitude have made it a cult favorite, standing out for its, unique approach to zombie slaying. Until recently, it's been locked away on the Xbox 360 and PS3, but no longer. A remastered version titled Lollipop Chainsaw Repop just released, finally making Juliet and the insane zombie slaughter accessible on modern hardware. So now everyone can feel the joy of decapitating the undead as it sprays rainbows.
All for her little sister, huh?
Okay, I'll take just about any chance I get to talk about Onechanbara. Originally on the PS2 as part of the Simple series in the early 2000s, it became so popular that it branched out into its own series, with tons of games and spin-offs, and even 2 movies and a manga. This cult favorite hack-and-slash franchise combines over-the-top bloody action with scantily clad heroines. Developed by Tamsoft, the series centers around sisters Aya and Saki, who wield swords and other weapons to slice and dice through waves of zombies, demons, and other supernatural enemies. The games are known for their fast-paced, visceral combat with stylish combos, brutal finishers, and a blood-soaked aesthetic. While the series embraces its campy roots with a mix of horror, humor, and fan service, it's also evolved to incorporate deeper combat mechanics, RPG elements, and a variety of additional characters, each with unique abilities and fighting styles. The most recent games, Z2 Chaos and Origin, build on this foundation, offering more refined gameplay and improved visuals, while staying true to the franchise's B-movie charm. Despite its niche appeal, the Onechanbara series has maintained a dedicated following, appreciated for its unapologetic approach to action, unique style, and its ability to deliver fun, cheeky chaos. This is a series I dig quite a bit, and have reviewed most of the games and even the movies, so check those out if you're curious. Okay, now sometimes you just have to get wet. Wet released in 2009 and developed by Artificial Mind and Movement. This satisfying third-person action game combines acrobatic gunplay, sword fighting, and grindhouse aesthetics to deliver an adrenaline-fueled good time. You play as Ruby Malone, a no-nonsense mercenary and bounty hunter with a thirst for vengeance, voiced by Eliza Dushku. The game follows Ruby as she navigates a violent underworld filled with double crosses, shady deals, and shadier characters. Gameplay focuses on fluid, acrobatic combat with a pair of pistols and a sword while wall running, sliding, and diving. The carnage is cranked up for maximum spectacle, with slow-motion sequences and stylish, brutal finishers that emphasize Ruby's agility and ferocity. The gameplay sort of reminds me of Max Payne combined with grindhouse cinema, complete with grainy visual effects, a pulpy storyline, and a high-octane rockabilly soundtrack that keeps the energy levels peaked. The visuals are gritty, with a high-contrast, bold comic book-like aesthetic. Though it received mixed reviews, Wet is worth checking out for its unique style, frenetic combat, and Ruby's badass attitude, offering an action-packed ride for those who crave raw, cinematic shooting and aren't afraid to get wet. Next on the list is Heavenly Sword. Released in 2007 exclusively for the PS3 and developed by Ninja Theory. Yeah, that Ninja Theory. This cinematic action-adventure game blends intense combat with a gripping narrative. The story follows Noriko, a fierce warrior who wields the mystical Heavenly Sword, a powerful weapon that grants immense strength but also drains the life of its user. Faced with an impending invasion by the ruthless King Bohan, Noriko embarks on a desperate quest to protect her clan and confront her destiny. The combat system is dynamic and fluid, allowing you to switch seamlessly between three fighting stances: speed, power, and range. Each stance offers a distinct set of moves and combos, encouraging you to adapt your tactics to different enemies and situations. The visuals, while a bit dated, were insanely good for the time, using motion capture to deliver highly detailed character animations and expressive performances, with standout voice acting led by Anna Torv as Noriko and Andy Serkis as the villainous King Bohan. That, coupled with epic, large-scale battles, destructible environments, and a powerful orchestral score, Heavenly Sword showcases the emotional depth and visual potential of its era. Although relatively short, Heavenly Sword is rightly praised for its cinematic presentation, strong character development, and fast-paced action, establishing itself as an early PS3 classic and a showcase for the potential of storytelling in games. Up next is Parasite Eve. Released in 1998 by Square Enix, this groundbreaking game wasn't like anything else at the time, or since, blending survival horror, action RPG mechanics, and cinematic storytelling. Set in New York City, the game follows Aya Brea, a rookie NYPD officer, as she uncovers a chilling biological threat, an outbreak of mitochondria-driven mutations that cause people to combust and creatures to transform into deadly monsters. The narrative combines elements of science fiction, horror, and psychological drama, exploring themes of genetic evolution and the human condition. And if you ever Google mitochondria, it will blow your fucking mind. I'm genuinely shocked there aren't more stories about it. Gameplay in Parasite Eve features a unique blend of real-time and turn-based combat, where you can move Aya around a battlefield to dodge attacks while pausing to select abilities, weapons, or items. The RPG mechanics allow you to customize Aya's weapons and upgrade her stats. The atmospheric environments, eerie soundtrack, and innovative combat system make for a tense, gripping experience. While I would absolutely love to see a reboot of the series, the original is still an amazing cult classic, celebrated for its unique gameplay, compelling story, and its daring blend of genres that helped pave the way for future survival horror and action RPG titles. Now, jumping into one of my favorite games of 2024 with Stellar Blade. This action RPG from South Korean developer Shift Up blends fast-paced combat with a deep sci-fi narrative. Set in a dystopian future where humanity is on the brink of extinction, the game follows Eve, a powerful warrior, as she leads a mission to reclaim Earth from an alien known as the Natibas. You explore the last surviving city, Zion, and its surrounding biomes, uncovering its secrets and forging alliances to save what remains of mankind. Stellar Blade combines fluid, dynamic combat with visually stunning environments, offering a mix of swordplay, acrobatics, and special abilities. You can perform flashy combos, parries, and counterattacks in satisfying combat that feels like a mix of Bayonetta and Dark Souls. And just like those games, you'll square off against a ton of enemies and brutal bosses. The combat system rewards skill and precision, demanding you adapt your tactics to different foes. This game broke the freaking internet with discussions about Eve's design, and I'm here for it. With absolutely stunning visuals, character-driven story, and intense action gameplay, Stellar Blade delivers a rich, engaging experience that combines the best elements of sci-fi storytelling and visceral combat, standing out as a promising new franchise. And next, let's talk about A Plague Tale, developed by Asobo Studio. This gripping action-adventure saga combines stealth, survival, and a deeply emotional narrative set against the backdrop of medieval France amidst the Black Death. In A Plague Tale Innocence from 2019, we're introduced to Amicia de Rune and her younger brother Hugo as they flee from the Inquisition and a deadly rat-borne plague ravaging the countryside. The siblings must rely on their wits, stealth, and limited resources to survive, all while uncovering dark secrets about Hugo's mysterious illness and their family's past. The hordes of ravenous rats unlocked a new phobia in me, and while they were always a horrific threat, they were ramped up to 11 in the sequel. A Plague Tale Requiem from 2022 continues their journey, raising the stakes with more intense challenges, expanded environments, and a deeper exploration of the character's struggles in a world torn apart by war, disease, and despair. These games are absolutely stunning, rivaling AAA games with their sheer graphical prowess, haunting atmosphere, and powerful storytelling. The blend of historical fiction with supernatural elements, along with the emotional connection between the characters, creates an unforgettable experience that stays with you long after the game ends. Now, let's talk about the spiritual successor to the beloved Castlevania series with Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night. Released in 2019, Bloodstained was developed by Artplay and led by Koji Igarashi, one of the creators of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which, as everybody knows, is the best Castlevania game. Set in 18th century England, the game follows Miriam, an orphan cursed by alchemists, who must explore a demon-infested castle to stop her former friend from unleashing a horde of monsters upon the world. The gameplay is classic Metroidvania, featuring side-scrolling exploration, non-linear level design, and a deep progression system. You navigate the sprawling castle, battling demons and bosses while collecting powerful shards to gain new abilities, magic, and skills. The game is known for its solid customization, allowing you to upgrade weapons, craft items, and alter Miriam's appearance. With its vibrant gothic visuals, challenging combat, and intricate level design, Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night successfully revitalizes the classic formula, offering a fresh yet familiar experience that appeals to the fans of the genre and newcomers alike. Okay, I'm so excited to finally talk about Tales of Berseria. This dark, emotionally charged entry in the beloved Tales series was developed by Bandai Namco in 2016. Set in a world plagued by demons and governed by a rigid order known as the Abbey, the story follows Velvet Crow, a young woman transformed by tragedy into a vengeful demon. Consumed by a burning desire for revenge against her former mentor Arturius, Velvet joins a motley crew of outcasts on a journey that challenges the moral boundaries between good and evil. The gameplay features the series' signature linear motion battle system, allowing real-time combat where you freely move around the battlefield, executing flashy combos with special moves called arts. Tales of Berseria introduces the Soul Gauge system, which adds a layer of strategy by requiring you to manage a resource that affects attack power, speed, and special abilities. Exploration, character interactions, and skits deepen the narrative and reveal the complex motivations of the cast. With its gripping storyline, morally gray protagonist, and refined combat mechanics, Tales of Berseria stands out as one of the most unique and compelling titles in the Tales series, resonating with its emotional depth and engaging gameplay. I have have to say, not enough people talk about Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Developed by Naughty Dog in 2017, this standalone expansion of the Uncharted series shifts the spotlight from Nathan Drake to two of the franchise's most compelling characters, Chloe Frazer and Nadine Ross. Set in the lush, vibrant landscapes of India, the game follows Chloe and Nadine on a thrilling quest to find the Tusk of Ganesh, a legendary artifact sought by a ruthless warlord. As they journey through the ancient temples, treacherous mountains, and dense jungles, they must learn to trust each other and work together to survive. The gameplay retains the core elements of the Uncharted series: cinematic action, climbing, exploration, and puzzle solving, while introducing fresh dynamics through the partnership between Chloe and Nadine. The game emphasizes open-world level design, allowing you to choose different paths and strategies while engaging in intense gunfights, stealth, and breathtaking set pieces. With its stunning visuals, engaging character development, and tightly crafted narrative, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy delivers the adventurous spirit of the series in a fresh package, proving that there are still many stories left to tell in the Uncharted universe. And last but definitely not least is Gravity Rush. Developed by Japan Studio and directed by Kichiro Toyama, this action-adventure franchise turns gravity manipulation into a unique gameplay mechanic and is unlike anything else. The first game was originally exclusive to the PS Vita in 2012, with a sequel, Gravity Rush 2, releasing for the PS4 in 2017. Both games star Kat, an amnesiac girl with the power to control gravity, as she explores the floating city of Hexville and its surrounding landscapes by defying gravity flying through the air.
That wasn't flying, that was falling with style.
Sorry, falling through the air, walking on walls, and using gravity-shifting combat to fight the monstrous creatures called Nevi. Gravity Rush's distinctive art style, inspired by French comics and cel-shaded animation, and his captivating world-building, mixing steampunk aesthetics with a mysterious narrative that unfolds as Kat rediscovers her past and the origin of her powers. Gravity Rush 2 is definitely my favorite of the two, with a more expansive world, offering a richer story, new gravity powers, and a larger, more diverse environment, filled with secrets and challenges. And those PS4 visuals look incredible, even today. A remaster of the original Gravity Rush brings that game to the PS4 as well, and while you can feel more of the rough edges in that game, both are worth your time. With its innovative mechanics, charming protagonist, and imaginative design, the Gravity Rush series stands out as a truly unique experience, inviting you to see the world from a whole new perspective. Literally. Well, there you have it. 15 games with badass female protagonists. Have you played any games with a female lead that should be on this list? If you liked the video, hit like and of course subscribe. And if you want more of my gaming thoughts, check out my video right here. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.